I have no idea what to do. So I'm just gonna give you an update with all my journals, I guess. See how they're traveling and so on and so forth. So this one, I have stopped using my olive passport. I really don't like the olive passport. Hey, I don't like the new olive color. It's not as nice. But yes, no, I stopped using it because I still left it at home. I had my regular everyday carry set up in the olive, and then I had my weekly and another random notebook for random notes at home in this one. This one stayed on my desk where the olive was meant to go around like in my bag all the time. But the monthly needed to talk to the weekly, and the weekly needed to talk to the monthly, so I was constantly pulling it out of my bag anyway and still leaving it at home by accident. So I was like, well, clearly this isn't working, so I'm just going to compile them both all back into one. So this is my everyday carry. This goes around with me everywhere I go now. So far, I haven't forgotten it. I've gotten into the habit of checking my desk before I leave the house. So we are getting there. It's good. So yeah, so in here, this is the black traveler's notebook. Have I mentioned that? I don't know. So in here, I have my weekly. Still going strong. It's still the only planner that I use. My poor take a note planner is still forgotten. I've literally just packed it away. It used to sit on my bookshelf. I'm like, oh, maybe one day I'll pick it back up again. And I did a big clean out of the studio. And I was like, it's time. It's time to put it away. So it's officially back in its box, back in a drawer somewhere. Maybe I'll pick it up halfway through the year, but I doubt it. This has been really, really handy. It's been the most consistent so far this year. So unfortunately, the Take a Note planner has officially been forgotten. And then I have the monthlies. Again, I don't decorate these. I decorate the weekly occasionally because I just feel like I want to have a little bit of cuteness in there. But for the most part, I don't. Same goes for the monthlies. I just use it for its boring purpose, which is to, tell me what's going on in my life. And then I have the love and trip insert for random thoughts, ideas, notes on the go, as well as just random thoughts and notes. 80% of this is notes on a video game I've been playing. So that's, it's the same notes of my video game that I've been playing. Probably won't use it for video games much in future, though I did write this out literally today. Because I found for the video game that I play, Palia, whatever you want to call it, there's a couple of apps or websites that you can use to track stuff. So I don't need to write it all out anymore. But I used to write out everybody's once every week. And it was getting a lot. But anyway, so I don't really need to do that anymore. But this is still, it's super handy. It does its job. I like that the black is getting used a lot because it's getting that really nice shiny patina that the black is known for. So it's delicious. Just so you know, the craft folders just holds some stickers. I really like the Leaves Planned by Jala stickers. They're so cute and little. The date stickers of mine. This folder holds nothing. There's nothing in here. And I think this is a Traveler's Notebook business card. Traveler's Company business card. Yep, Traveler's Factory. I literally bought this from AliExpress for the pen loop. That's the only reason I bought this thing. So, yeah, I might start putting stuff in here eventually, but I doubt it. I don't use it for anything. And then in here I have my wish lists, some Traveler's Notebook stickers, and drawing a blank on what this is called. Pencil board. There we go. I got it. I have 2 wish lists. If you're curious, I have a very quick rapid fire one for all the random shiz that I want. I'll write it on here. I'll research it or think about it for a bit longer. And then if I do decide that, yes, I definitely want that thing, it goes into the official, I will buy it definitely one day wish list. So right now I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things on there. I've already bought one of the things. I'm actually really chuffed. I got the 2019 regular pencil board from Japan at a reasonable price. Yay! I've been really wanting it. I've got the 2019 version, the passport version of the 2019 one, which I love. Thank you again, Ty. It is probably one of my most prized possessions, especially because this used to be Ty's. So every now and then I'll be like, I miss Ty, and then I hug it. So it's cute. But no, so 2019 was the first year that I got really into traveler's notebooks. I've had a traveler's notebook since 2017, but it wasn't until 2019 that I got really into the system of it and became loyal to the system. And by the time I had decided that this was the system for me, all of like those sort of like the pencil boards and all that sort of stuff had sold out. So I missed out on those pencil boards. So I've been wanting them ever since for like that sort of nostalgia reason. And also it's the music theme. And you know me, I'm a music nut. So it was just something I really, really wanted. And I've been eyeing off the regular version for ages. Online, it's like anywhere between $50 and $200, which is insane for a hunk of plastic. But I was really fortunate. I've been keeping an eye on the Mercari. Is that how you say that? Mercari site. And I found one for about 25 Australian dollars, I think. I messaged my friend that lives in Japan, Jess. Massive shout out to Jess. We love her and dealing with my shenanigans. The amount of times I've said, hey, can you do me this weird favor? And she managed to get it for me so I could avoid all of the random import costs and insurances and international shipping. She's a gem for that, truly. And I didn't have to deal with it because I always get really nervous buying from a website for the very first time, especially Mercari, because they go through Buyee now, I think, if you want to ship internationally. So they get it sent to a special warehouse and then they ship it out of that warehouse. So you have to pay like 2 lots of like shipping, and there's insurances involved, like double the amount of insurances involved. It's a hassle for me personally. So bypassing all of that just by batting my eyelashes at Jess was really handy. But should I just go through the other things that are on the list? Okay, the other things are on this, like my official wish list. The Doc Marten Mary Jane flowers in the brown. Absolutely stunning. They're 340 Australian dollars, which is, again, mental. But I will probably get them on a really good sale, like hopefully on a sale. End of financial year is coming up. Christmas is also coming up around the corner. I will not buy them at full price. I refuse to. He even started looking on Depop. So if they show up randomly on Depop, I may even try and get it from there. Not entirely sure how I feel about buying shoes secondhand, but we'll see. Again, it's hard to get the exact model that you want in the size that you want. So there's probably a good chance I'll buy them on a decent sale before I find them on Depop. But anyway, so the Doc Martens, there is a Austrian headphone set. Talking too fast, I'm getting puffed. I'm a little bit congested, because of course I am, it's winter. I've got like a half cold. It's so annoying. Anyway, change of season. It's so frustrating. There's a pair of wired headphones that I've been drooling over for ages. A friend of mine showed me these probably a year or 2 ago now, and they've just been on my mind, and I want to get a set. Absolutely stunning. They're so good. The Classically Toolbox, I probably won't buy for myself, but it's going to go on like birthdays and Christmas wish lists. We have a budget for birthdays and Christmas, so this will be the entirety of that budget, but like per person. I'm not taking everybody's Christmas or birthday away, but per person we get about $100 to $150. So if I want to do that, it'll be for that. Because it's just a box. I just kind of want it just to put my journals in and to be a bit fancy. It's just like one of those iconic things that I've always looked at for too long in a stationery store, or like I hover over it a lot when I'm stationery shopping, like online, So it's one of those things that I've always wanted, like for years now. Like it's been a long time want, but I just haven't had the courage to buy it, because like $150 is a lot of stamps if you think about it. So that's why I don't have one right now, but maybe one day, we'll see. I've got the Montmartre desk drawers on here. So I love my little Mujis. They are super, super cute. They hold my stamps perfectly. But I'm getting into fountain pens a little bit more, and they're just not great. You know, they're very shallow, they're not very wide. So I think it would be nice to have a bit more variety for on top of my desk, to house other random things instead of just in my desk drawers, because I'm getting, especially with uni and stuff, I'm buying more notebooks, and I've got a little laptop now. Like these sort of things I would like to store somewhere other than the top of my desk need to go in my desk drawers. And the random things like my ink pads, for example, that could be on top of my desk. And I just want to have a bit of a rearrange. I've been looking at them, or a bunch of different ones, for ages, and the Montmartre ones just seem to be the nicer ones. I was trying to find one like a dark brown walnutty one, but I realized that it would be probably nicer to have a nice contrast of like a beech or a polished pine. So I'm gonna go with the Montmartre ones. Plus they're usually cheaper. The walnut ones are usually like 80, whereas the piney looking ones are about 40. So I don't know. That's a no-brainer. Tiranishi inks. Is that how you say that? Tiranishi? Tiranishi? This guy. I recently bought this because my first brown ink that I ever purchased, this is actually I think the first ink I ever purchased ever, is officially mostly empty. It's like not enough to put in a fountain pen, so I use it for swatches. But it's empty, and as you can see, my TWSBI is slowly running out too. So I'm going to need to refill that soon, but I have used it in my Kaveco. So yes, I've fallen in love with this ink. I don't know what it is, but the bottle's really cute, the cap is really cute, the packaging is really cute, the label. It's all just really cute. I really like it, and it's a really nice brown. So I want to get the burgundy. I haven't had a red, and I want to get a red. And the smoky blue. I love a smoky blue. They're just a delight. It's a delightful color. And I like smoky blues because they're kind of gray, but they're also blue. So it's like having a neutral and a color at the same time. So that's how I'm justifying it. But I fell in love with this brand. I really, really love the ink. So I want to get 2 more of those. And then the last thing on my list is the TWSBI Eco Espresso. So this is going to make everybody laugh, especially Ty. It has already made Ty laugh. But I bought the black marble like maybe a month ago, not even. No, it was a month ago. It was a little over a month ago. I got the black marble, and I filled it up with some gray ink, and I was having a blast. But they, side by side, they looked really similar in like in my periphery. So I kept picking it up when I wanted the serpentine, and I wanted to write with my brown ink. And yeah, so I got really sick of going, oh, that's the wrong pen, and like having to change it. So I sold it. I sold it to a TWSBI collector here in Australia, which was really nice. She was delightful. Absolutely no issues there. But I just find that really, really funny. I wanted to get a black or a gray or something like that to have it for gray ink. But I think I've gotten over that whole you have to match your pen with the ink that's inside thing. Because this is orange and I use blue ink in it, and it's a really lovely contrast to it. So it really doesn't matter. And I keep coming back to the espresso color, the bronze. I love the bronze that they're doing with TWSBIs at the moment. It's just such a delicious combination. And I prefer like your bronze, your brass, your copper, and your gold to silver. And even to the black. Like the black I don't really love either. But anyway, so I keep coming back to it. I keep making lists of the TWSBIs that I want and then going, I don't really need another TWSBI, which I technically don't. But I really enjoy it. And this is going to stay inked with brown, I think. I think it's just, it's such a comfy pen, and I really like writing with it. And I use a lot of cream paper. So brown and cream is just the perfect combination. You really can't go wrong with that. So I would like another one. And I can't let go of the espresso. It always comes up on the list. I always think about it and go, oh, I really don't need another TWSBI. And that's the reason why I cross it out, not because I don't want the color. And I'm a sucker for a brown. So that's going to happen eventually. It won't happen anytime soon. Because I've capped my stationery budget. And so we're done. We're done for now, you know? But yeah, so that's how I use it. I just have these things, as you can see, some things have just been, no, we don't need that. I write down books and like bugs and stuff I want to get to, but I think I'm going to put them on like a different wish list, because me and my partner have a strict book buying rule of, if we would never read it again, we don't buy it. So yeah, but we mainly use so we utilize our library to read new books, and if we really, really loved it, and we would definitely reread it again, we're both big rereaders, it just doesn't get purchased. Like, you can really like a book and go, but I will never read it again. Like, I really liked that Rachel Gillig duology about trees. What is that book called? That series called? Whatever. It was really fun. I really enjoyed those two books, but I would never buy them because they're good, but they're not rereadable, like, to me. So, but Piranesi by Suzanne Clarke, absolutely. Of course I'm going to reread that. That was a spectacular book. So that will come home with me. I'm low-key hoping that the Folio Society version comes up in a secondhand bookstore somewhere so I can get it. Because it's so pretty, but I don't want to spend $130 on it. Anyway, that's Everyday Carrie. That's what's happening. Just randomly started talking about my wish list. Okay. But yeah, so I've got a couple of things on there that I do need to research, like cameras and new mics for the camera, things like that. So it's just a good reminder of, like, not impulse buying necessarily, and to be a little bit more conscious. Like, consciousness was sort of my mantra for the year, and it's been working. It's been doing really well. But yes, that's that one. This is still going really strong. This is another really funny thing that Kate and Camille is going to laugh at me for. Everybody's going to laugh at me. Okay, we ready for this? I got a camel again. And everybody knows I don't like camel. And the reason why I got it was because it was cheap. It was like, I think $50 or $60, which is really cheap considering brand new. They're about $110 in Australia now, or $100 now, which is wild. But, you know, supply and demand, all that stuff. But I wanted to separate this one into two, because I have, as you can see, she's chunky. I love how chunky it is. I love it so much. But yeah, my personal junk journal is getting nice and thick and fluffy, and this one was originally at the front of the book and this was behind, because I use this every day. I use this every now and then. So yeah, I originally had it at the front, at the beginning of it, and it was really starting to warp, and writing on like the inside of it was really awkward, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I don't like taking them out because that's just as much of a pain in the ass to me. So I ended up buying this because I was just shopping I was getting refills for me and my partner's pens, like our gel pens and biros and stuff. And it just came up on like a really quick sale, and I arrived, and it was janky. Like, I feel like this was like hidden underneath a stock shelf or something, because the packaging came pretty banged up. You know, the little sticker that says camel or black or whatever, that was just not there. So it came really beaten up. Even coming out of the box, it was darker than normal, I feel. I don't think this is as you know, offensively bright as the other camels that I've had. But yeah, and I was like, oh, well, you know what? It's cheap. I have been looking like secondhand stuff, but the Travelers Company stuff, it's really hard to find secondhand in Australia for a reasonable price. Like there's a camel on there, a regular sized camel, but it comes with like is it the Faroof? I think it's called the Faroof, or the to and fro folder. So like it looks ridiculously beat up, but because they've got the folder attached to it, they're still asking for $100. I was like, I'm not spending that for a folder I don't care about. Go away. So it was an opportunistic thing. And I cut it down to A6, as one does. I decorated it. I used it for about 3 days because I ended up going to a friend's place for a sleepover. I know, cute. And I was like, well, I'm going to do some journaling while I'm there because it was like a craft. Let's watch some really good TV, do some crafting, sleepover type thing. And I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to take 3 or 4 different journals with me. I took this one and my red passport because this has one of my long form journals in it, and I wanted to be able to write about the experience as it was fresh in my mind. So I put it back in, but on the back, and it's much better. I don't know what it is about it being in the back versus the front, but like writing on here isn't as awkward. Maybe it is because I'm over halfway now, so the book itself is like thicker. I really don't know, but so there's like more. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just that awkwardness. But it's just much better. It's just much better, and I was like, well, I'm not going to be in a camel if I don't need to be. So it stayed there since I did that. And I love it. I love how thick it is. Look how glorious that is. Let's push it closed. Now I'm going to squeeze it closed. It's so chunky and delicious. I love it so much. Anyway, so this is currently unused because of course it is. I do have an idea of how to use it still though. I'm going to get either a Stalogy or maybe get one of these, but A6 size, for either D&D notes. I'm running a D&D campaign for my husband and his friends, or for Substack articles, or like more, like just writing and ideas and stuff. So I haven't really got a place for things that aren't purely creative. I've got a creative writing book for a specific project, but I need something a bit more casual, I suppose. I had intended on putting Substack stuff in my commonplacey type book, but I'm too erratic with how I write notes and how I express myself when I'm getting an idea out. So maybe I'll write the official article in my commonplace book after I've finished it and I've polished it, whereas this is going to be more messy, potentially. But I just thought I'd share that with you because it's empty and that's really funny. But anyway, so that's another random little update. A random little update for you. Feel free to laugh at me, Camille and Kate. You're welcome to. Absolutely everybody's allowed to laugh at me because I still hate the camel. Like, I got this and it's like cute, and I do like that the green looks really nice on the camel, and green's my favorite color, and seeing green shine is just really lovely. But I don't like looking at it. Like, I just don't. It is nice and soft though. It's fun to do like the, draw in the suede thing. But anyway, so we'll see how long this lasts for. I'll probably sell it off eventually, but who knows. Other than that, everything else is pretty much exactly the same. What else have we got here? Music journal is still music journaling. I haven't been doing much in it because I've been busy with other things. I think this is the most recent one. Yes. It's actually quite funny because I have so many albums to actually journal about, and I just haven't been. Hopefully I'll get back into the routine of it very soon. Now that the wedding's over, I have my free time back. It's just getting back into the habit of using my free time wisely instead of playing a video game for 8 hours. But Yes, it is still the same. It is still going strong. I still love it. My olive is still the same. It has long form journaling in it, which I thoroughly enjoy using it for. I just love writing out thoughts and feelings. Excellent. This is sort of a another personal junk journal type thing. I have a regular size, an A6 size, and then the passport size. I just like doing how if I'm in the mood for something specific, I'll just use that size. But for some reason, this has become a book journal. I don't know. Oops, hang on. Where do you go? You go there, don't you? Yes. Yeah, so every time I go buy a book, I keep the receipt and that sort of stuff. I don't know why I do. It's just become that. And I like it. I think it's pretty cute. So yeah, no qualms necessarily. It's just funny how it's just sort of become that way. I think because receipts are big and nice and long. So it's just something that I like to use. But again, it still does its thing. I still have my sticker release book in there. So it's still going strong, still enjoying it. It's just such a nice color. It's much better color than the other olive. This is just an ugly one. Maybe I just got a bad one. But this is definitely green. You can tell it's green. I don't know. So yes, nice and good. Still going strong. Fantastic. I haven't really done anything in this for a while, which I am sad about because I just love it. I love the red. It's just so precious. But this is something kind of newish. I stole this idea from MEB. I saw her do, I don't even remember what the card was. But it's cute and I like it. So my 3 favorite Pokemon are Rowlet, Cubone, and Makihita. I'll get more eventually. There's a I prefer the Japanese cards to the English ones. I don't know why. I just like them. I think I like the texture of them a little bit better than the English cards. But they're cute. But yeah, I haven't really done much in here at all. Same with this. This is my French studies. I'm slowly getting there with my French. I really need to figure out a good way to write the French stuff down because I'm not remembering it very well. And it's starting to vex me. I want to be able to have conversations with my French friends. Like, even if it's really bad and really broken. But, yes, still slowly setting this up properly. I love this thing. I had an intention for this and I forgot what it was. But I'm glad I have it. It's cute. But, yeah. I still love it. I still intend to use it. And I do open it up every now and then. But for the most part, it's on the back burner, I guess you could say. Put you back together. What is happening? What are you doing? Very nice. The red passport though gets used every day. I rant in that as well. In here, these little folders. I like these little folders. I don't know why, but they're just cute. Yeah, I just like this. This one's just a comfort. I go through stages, I will admit, of moving this back into here because this is my favorite one. But then it's so music themed. I've got the music sticker in it and everything that I don't know if I want to because it's just nice having all the music stuff together, which I just think is cute. But I get sad that I'm not using it an awful lot. So I just need to get over that and start using it again. But yeah, my red is used often. It's cute. I like it. But yes. What's left? Oh, my media log. I still use my media log every day without fail. I just haven't been doing this side of it very much. So, just, again, still logging it. This, my mother was here. This was the wedding. And then, yeah, this was when my mother was here. So I just didn't watch TV or listen to music because I was occupied. I wasn't even reading because I was so tired from the late nights chatting and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, there's that. I did watch Heated Rivalry for the first time. It was fine. I had many thoughts about it. But yeah, just, it's still going strong. There's some random gaps here and there. But for the most part, you know, it's still one of my favorite things to do. A lot of like very slow, I don't really know what to write. This is when I was in Adelaide for a week and I just didn't write anything that I did that week down. But for the most part, it's still my favorite thing to do. I love this thing so much. So, yeah. A sad note, haven't opened my Animal Crossing in probably 2 or 3 months because my Switch is broken. Because it is. Of course it is! Probably why I'm really obsessed with Palia right now, because it's basically Animal Crossing on steroids. So, I like it. But I haven't done my monthlies in a bit. I have to catch up since this album broke my soul, The Great Divide by Noah Khan. Oh my gosh, so good. But yeah, I haven't updated May. I probably should do that before the end of the month. Maybe I'll do it for the end of the month. Who knows? But yeah, I haven't updated it in a while. But I still love it. I just love this thing. I love this thing. I'm a little bit scared about this year, like when planner season eventually comes up, probably next month, because planner season keeps getting closer and closer for some stupid reason. But I'm scared about the price of the Hobonichi. I know, I don't know. I'll probably have to do it with strangers. Maybe I'll try and do a group order with strangers to get the Japanese price, and then with a big bulk order have the shipping split up a little bit better, so I'm not spending that. I really don't know. It depends on what cover speaks to me. Because if I can easily get it in Australia, I might just get it in Australia. I don't know. This is the problem. I don't know, and I'm a little bit nervous about it. But I know that I need to keep going with the Hobonichi weeks because it is still the perfect thing. I am considering next year though, because the Hobonichi weeks is a cream paper. My computer just went off. Come back. It's cloudy today. I need your weird light. Making the pen in it brown, maybe just toying with that idea for a little bit. Maybe even red. Ooh, cream and red would be delicious. I really don't know. Maybe that's too much because I put fan art and stuff in here. Maybe that's too much color and I would freak out. We'll see. It's getting chilly. But yeah, no, I still love this thing. But that's it though. That's like all of my updates. I don't have... Oh, wait. I've been trying, because I'm dabbling in fountain pens. I'm not calling myself a fountain pen girly yet. I think I know the reason why. I still haven't got a non-beginner friendly fountain pen. I think I'm a fountain pen girly once I buy like a 24 karat or an 18 karat or just any sort of carat gold nib. Like when I'm spending over $300 on a fountain pen, I think that's when I've decided to become a fountain pen girly. And I don't think I'll ever do that because I don't think I have it in me to do that. So, but swatch. I did it. I've been trying to figure out how to do ink swatches, and I love watching swatch with me videos. I love swatching. When I was a big bullet journaler, I had a big case of all the different all the different sort of brush tip pens, like Tombows, Sakura Koi's. I had Brushables. What was that brand's name? I can't remember, but like any brush tip pen, I had it. And I spend hours just swatching them in different books. And like this is my version of that now. But as you can tell though, I like the same brown. But look how pretty it is. Oh, I love it. I love that brown so much. It's so gorgeous. But yeah, I want to get into swatching, and I bought the lightweight paper because this is the Tomo River paper, I'm pretty sure, from Traveler's Company, which is really funny because I don't use Tomo River paper in any of my journals other than this, which is a cream color paper, not a white. So I really should be swatching it on like the Midori MD cream paper because it's what I use the most. But yeah, I was just really proud of myself for doing some sort of fountain pen-ish swatch thing. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. So that's all my updates for you, I guess. I hope to get back into YouTube better. Hopefully next week my video is more, I don't know, journaly, actual journal with me related-y sort of stuff. I just got to charge my camera. I keep forgetting to. And then when I go to record, it's flat. And I go, "Ow, come on." And then I still forget to charge it. So that's something that clearly my laziness is just peak right now. But anyway, so I will end it here very awkwardly. And I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye-bye.